Hello. So I want to share part of my work, part of my purpose in this world, in hopes to inspire others. And this book right here that I wrote is called Not What You Overcame. I wrote this book last year, 2021, in August, and I published it myself in September. This book right here is a story based off my life, my walk of life, and how my obstacles helped me to become the woman that I am today. I have experienced obstacles in life that a lot can relate to me who have walked this life that don't have a voice to be heard. And I want to share that in my story in hopes to inspire other souls to understand the life of others and to just see me in a different light, to see others in a different light. I have been through a lot. I have walked the life of those who have struggled through poverty. I grew up in a one-bedroom. I only had one parent in my life, my mother. Rest in peace. My mother, she died this year. And thankfully, she was able to read this book before she passed. She was a big part of my life, a huge part of my life. And this book is in dedication of her. She dealt with mental illness herself, and I grew up to understand it through her experiences. I have a twin brother who's autistic. He can't talk, but he's very, very smart, and that's my heart. I wrote about him in my book. My sister, she's a beast. Dara Hall. You can look her up and you can find it out. She's a beast, and she has been my ride or die throughout life. We have walked the same life. We've seen it all. And my oldest brother, who I didn't speak much of in my book because he wasn't there physically, but he was there. He lived his life and was incarcerated most of our life. So I had a loved one who was locked up. We struggled growing up in poverty. Not being, like seeing other kids have both of their parents and get rides to school. Thankfully, I had that, had friends that helped me along the way, but it was a struggle. Growing up, trying to find a life of my own, thinking that nothing in life would really come my way because I had a struggle. I took care of my mother when I became of adult age, a teenager at 19, and I took care of her until I became a mother, and that was at the age of 27. And that's how my husband came in my life, and it was just magical how he came in my life. And I know he's my soulmate, and I spoke about this as well in my book. I wrote about my walk of life, and it's not a huge book at all, but it is a very inspiring book. And this book helps others to understand the power of God, because God has worked in our lives tremendously, and it proves how real God is. Powerful divine spirit that has worked wonders in our life. Life wasn't set out for me, as I believe once anyway, that it wasn't set out for me to make it, because I seen a lot. I walked that life and it was hard, and I had to find out a life of my own. And I've always prayed, even as a child, to be a mother, to find a husband who will love me and love my kids, because I didn't have a father figure, and I've been blessed with just that. And you couldn't tell me that would have happened in the life that I lived. The life that I lived, it wouldn't. But I realized that my struggles was part of my purpose. It was part of my strength, and it was part of me to share to others, especially those who have walked this life and have experienced what I've experienced as well, and had loved ones who dealt with mental illness and autism, and being incarcerated, and just the struggles. Like, I went through struggles too as well with accepting my family, like my dad's side, and I spoke about this too. My dad wasn't in my life, but I'm related to the Fords, and Fords is a prominent family in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm sure they're known around the world. Harold Ford Jr., that's my cousin. Joe Ford, Harold Ford Sr., all the Fords I'm related to, but I went through a struggle in school, being teased about it, and I talked about it, a lot of it, and you can read it in my book. You can find this book on Amazon Kindle. It is $13.99. It is a thin book, but it's $13.99 because it's a very, very true story of who I am, and not just solely upon me, like not just to be talking about me. Even though I'm talking about my story, I'm talking about how God worked in our lives and showed me the truth through my struggles of who I really am, and it's part of my purpose to share with others. So I just wanted to advertise my book here to show others that it's people out here that understand them, and to allow them to understand too that the struggles aren't really bad, even though they might seem bad and it may feel bad, but it's really a purpose behind it all. So again, my book, You're Not What You Overcame, written by Deidre Ford. You can find it on Amazon Kindle for $13.99. You can download it electronically for $9.99, and paperback book for $13.99. The paperback is red now. It's black right here, but it's red now. But again, I just wanted to share a little bit of my purpose, and in hopes that it inspires others, and that, one day it'll be known, and I'm hoping that I can make others happy by reading this book here. Thank you.